And they're off in the Coral Charge. She's Quality broke alertly, and so too up against the far side rail, Queen All-Star. But it is She's Quality who shows very good speed and already has now cleared and crossed to that far side rail. Down the centre of the course, Change Things gives chase in second, followed by Balmoral Lady. Right up there is Saratoga Special towards the far side rail, together with Queen All-Star. The second half of the field sees Kurdos racing just in advance of Adrestia. Then the big white blaze of Manakan. After Manakan is Westacre, who's been ridden along, Rumstar, and the back marker is Chagrin. They've now just got a furlong and a half to go in the Coral Charge, and it is still She's Quality, the speedball, who has got the lead over Saratoga Special. Adrestia is staying on, so too is Kurdos. Rumstar down the very wide outside. She's Quality needs the line. Rumstar is charging home, and it's Rumstar in the Coral Charge beats She's Quality from a long way back. And the back marker is Tribal Rhythm as they make the turn going through halfway in the Coral Challenge, and it is Classic and Sean Levy. Their lead is a length and a half over Mursky and Asheen Murphy in second position. High Royal is in third. Ryan Moore is already urging Greek Order to try and pick up this leading trio back in fourth position, and not travelling that well at this point. Too tempting next towards the outside of Treasure Time, then Principality on the inside. Classic Encounter and Gale Rod inside the final two furlongs. Classic still has the lead, and Kicks now leads by a length and a half to Mursky in second. Greek Order is now staying on. Too tempting to the outside with Treasure Time. High Royal is towards the inside, but it's Classic who still leads and now extends the advantage to 2.5 lengths. Classic is out in front, and Classic will not be caught. Classic has won. Arisaga for second. Greek Order in third. As they leave the back straight behind them, Sweet Francais racing in second. A length and a half to the inside, Supermodel in third. Victory Queen around the outside in fourth. Miss Tonnerre now to the rail in fifth, and gaining a bit of ground has gone by Cajole, and still Tundra Rose at the back of the field through halfway in the Coral Distaff and in line for home. Blue Bolt has the lead of a length to Sweet Francais, who races in second. In the pocket is Supermodel against the fence in third. Towards the outside, Victory Queen is urged for more. So too Miss Tonnerre and Cajole, and still last is Tundra Rose racing down towards the final quarter of a mile. Blue Bolt's lead has been whittled away now by Sweet Francais, but now Blue Bolt begins to dig in towards the inside. She's finding more gamely, racing up the hill towards the final furlong. Cajole is the one who's staying on right down the wide outside. It is Blue Bolt who has got the lead. That lead now is a length and a half. Cajole, however, is continuing to charge home, but Blue Bolt is gamely finding more, and it will be Blue Bolt who wins the Coral Distaff. It is Sozy by a contested head. To his outside, Hot as Hell is in second. Then the two runners for Godolphin. On the inside, Ruling Court. Around the outside, Ombudsman. And the two runners, Raiden O'Brien at the back of the field. Delacroix with a shake of the reins. Camille Pizarro on that one's outside as the field turns for home in the Coral-Eclipse. And it is Sozy who has got the lead. To Hot as Hell towards the outside, who races in second position. Ombudsman with clear sailing towards the outside. Ruling Court is in the pocket. They're then being followed by Camille Pizarro and then Delacroix. They're racing down towards the final quarter of a mile. And now Sozy is urged for more by Maxime Guillon. Towards the outside, Ombudsman now begins to make his surge. Hot as Hell between horses. Camille Pizarro towards the wide outside is picking up now for Christophe Soubion on towards the final furlong. Ombudsman has got the lead, but wandering under pressure. Sozy fighting back towards the inside. Delacroix is also picking up on the outside, and he's eating up ground, racing up towards the line. It's Delacroix on the outside. Delacroix and Ombudsman, followed by Ruling Court. City of Poets taking an extremely keen hold, was wandering into their path, and also Arctic Grey, another one who hasn't settled early, was part of the mix at the back of the field. So those towards the second half of the field, badly affected by traffic problems early. Clear sailing for Cartwheel. Cartwheel has the lead. The Fingal Raven to the inside. On the outside, Gillet. They're followed by Mudbeer, who races in fourth position. Then Defence Minister and City of Poets. Towards the outside is Dance in the Storm, now beginning to make her move down the centre of the course. She's being followed by Arctic Grey and a Paragio at the back of the field. A furlong and a half to go. Cartwheel now being taken on by a wall of four towards the near side. inside is Dancing the Storm, Mudbeer, and over on the far side, the Fingal Raven. Defence Minister just in behind them and beginning to pick up. They're bunching up now with a half furlong to go. The Fingal Raven and Mudbeer are the first two. Defence Minister down the wide outside. It is Mudbeer who's got the lead. Mudbeer gets the win. Fourth, Patrol pushing up to the inside rail is in fifth. Dissident gets a shake of the reins in sixth. Still being weighted with is Yarba, who's travelling well at the back of the field. Kebble Spirit is another one who's now just been ridden along. So now making run up the home straight inside the final three, and Jupiter Amon being tackled now by Northwest Passage. Antelope is in the pocket and will need some racing luck. Towards that one's outside is Troy Story. The dark blue now of Yarba beginning to make ground towards the wide outside, and now they're racing deep inside the final 2 furlongs. And still the leader is Jupiter Amon. Yarba, though, is now sent in chase in second. From some way back, Kebble Spirit is staying on into third with Antelope towards the inside rail. There's still another half furlong to go. Jupiter Amon still has the lead. Yarba is still there, half a length, now a neck down, and Yarba now is beginning to get up. It's Yarba. Yarba to Jupiter Amon. Hector has moved into third. Best Adventure on that one's outside is in fourth. Max Mayhem turning against the rail in fifth and stealing a little bit of ground. On that one's outside, Ancient Rome, and then Flying Frontier, who has now relegated Sabuska to be last of the 8. They're in line for home. They've got 3.5 furlongs to go, and Sean still has the lead to Arabian Light towards the outside. Arabian Light now is asked for more by William Buick, followed into the race by Best Adventure, the dark green, towards the outside. Sea Hector has stayed towards the inside rail. Max Mayhem is next, then Ancient Rome, followed by Flying Frontier, and Sabuska still at the back of the pack. They've got a furlong and a half to go, and Sean confronted now by Best Adventure. Between those two is Arabian Light, and these now press on to Max Mayhem, who continues to stay on together with Ancient Rome. Sabuska is also picking up late in a busy finish. Arabian Light on the inside, coming over the top, Sabuska, and also Flying Frontier. Flying Frontier, Sabuska